All right, let's talk about a choice you've probably made, what, a dozen times this month? Do you fire up Netflix or do you head out to the movies? Now, it seems like a pretty simple choice, right? But as we're about to see, the real story here is actually way more interesting. I mean, this is the ultimate movie night dilemma, right? You've got the incredible pull of your couch and just this endless library of stuff to stream versus, that massive screen, the booming sound, and actually sharing the experience at the cinema. So, which one is really winning the battle for our attention? And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. On one side, you have the ultimate personal experience. It's your movie on your time. And on the other, it's a social event, a big night out. Yeah, they really do feel like two completely different worlds.
Okay, so let's set this up the way everybody talks about it, as this epic head-to-head showdown. A battle for our free time and, well, for our eyeballs.
For the longest time, the movie theater was undisputed king. It was the place you went to see a story on a massive scale. But then, technology completely changed the game, and suddenly, pretty much every screen in our lives became a potential movie theater.
And well, this huge shift led to a narrative we've all heard a million times, that the movie theater is basically a dinosaur, right? A dying breed facing a threat it just can't survive.
And listen, when we say crisis, we are not being dramatic here. This is the real deal. We're talking about a genuine threat to the very existence of an entire industry. And for a while there, it really, really did look like the end of the road for cinemas.
So what exactly caused this crisis? Well, the pandemic was obviously a massive, massive blow. It forced theaters to just shut their doors. But really, it was more of an accelerant for trends that were already happening. The meteoric rise of streaming services, a whole younger generation that actually prefers watching at home, and of course the fact that we all carry a super high-def screen right in our pockets.
And this wasn't just some small change in our habits. No way. This was a full-blown takeover. It fundamentally reshaped how we watch things and especially how younger audiences do.
And hey, the numbers do not lie. Check this out. In just the last 5 years, the amount of time teens spend watching traditional TV has been literally cut in half. And at the exact same time, their daily dose of online video, it's more than doubled. That's not a trend, people. That's a revolution.
So, this is the new normal, right? Entertainment isn't something you plan your whole evening around anymore. It's on demand, it's personal, it's portable, it's on your laptop, your tablet, your phone. And in this world, the whole idea of going to a specific place at a specific time just to watch a movie, it starts to seem, almost a little old-fashioned.
So yeah, it seems like an open and shut case, doesn't it? Theaters are out, streaming is in. End of story. But what if that's not the whole story? What if there's a big twist in this plot?
I mean, with all the convenience of streaming and a generation that's literally grown up with a screen in their hand, you really have to ask, is it game over for the local cinema?
Well, the answer might actually surprise you, and it all comes down to one very, very telling number: 62%.
So, what's so special about 62%? Well, that's the percentage of teenagers in a UK survey who said that the cinema was the thing they missed the most during lockdown. It wasn't just on the list, it was at the very top, beating out going to cafes, restaurants, even concerts by a total landslide.
And this reveals a fundamental truth. The magic of the movie theater was never just about the movie on the screen. It's about something much deeper, something that our devices, no matter how smart they are, just can't seem to replicate.
And this quote just captures it perfectly, right? Sharing moments of excitement really connects people and makes great memories. Just think about that for a second. That shared laugh in a crowded theater, that collective gasp when something shocking happens, that is a powerful, powerful human experience.
So the key takeaway here is that the movie itself is just one piece of a much bigger social puzzle. It's about meeting up with your friends, it's about the spectacle of that giant screen and the booming sound, and then it's about picking it all apart over some food afterwards. The whole thing is an event, and it's designed to create a shared memory.
And this table just lays it all out perfectly. See, this was never really a fair fight, because streaming and theaters are playing two completely different games. Streaming is all about convenience and personal choice. The movie theater, though, that's about the experience and creating connections, making memories together.
So in the end, it was never about which screen is better, it's about what we're actually looking for in that moment, Sometimes we crave the comfort and ease of our own home. But other times, we really need to get out and be part of a crowd sharing a big story all together.
And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about, doesn't it?
In an age where we have endless content right at our fingertips, what do we really value more? The biggest, sharpest screen possible, or the one we get to share?